Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to start a new chapter, and that is of Unit Test 4, and its name is water. You know, water is essential thing for life. We can't live without water. So water is very useful for us. Life is not possible without water. Water is found on Earth. That is why Earth is the only planet where life is possible. Now scientists are searching water on other planets also, but till now life is possible on Earth due to presence of air and water. And the two-third part of the Earth is covered with water. That is why Earth is called a blue planet. Water is essential for the survival and growth of plants and animals. Two-thirds of the Earth's surface is covered with water. But in this two-thirds, 97% of the Earth of the water is found in seas and ocean. So there is a very less amount of potable water or drinking water, because 97% of the water is found in seas and ocean, and they have high amount of salt. So the amount of drinking water is very less in quantity. So in spite of two-thirds of air is two-thirds of the earth's sphere is covered with water, there is only very less amount of drinking water. Now we shall discuss the uses of water. We all use water in our daily life. Let us see uses of water. First is for drinking, cooling, and washing of clothes. We all drink water. Digestion is we all drink water to digest our food. Then water is needed for cooking also. Water is using for cleaning house also, washing our clothes also, washing utensils. Everything we need water. Then water is needed for the plants to grow. If you do not water a plant, you see that after some days it will not grow, it will dry. So water is essential for the development of plants. Then water is used in many industries. Many industries use water in boilers to boil, and from this boiling water they make steam and other thing to create power. So water is also used in industry. Then water is used for generating electricity. You must have known the term hydroelectricity. In hydroelectricity, on rivers, dams are built and water is collected, and electricity is generated from this water. This type of electricity is called as hydroelectricity. Water is also used as means of transport. Like you have seen ship, boat, all these are means of transport which runs on water. Then water is also used in many vehicles as a coolant. You must seen that we in cars also water is filled just to cool the engine. When a vehicle works, it becomes hot. So water is added in it to as a coolant. Then water is used as recreational activities in many water sports. Can you tell me the name of some water sport like swimming, skiing, and boat races? Or for all these recreational activities, water is needed. So water is also used for recreational activities. Now let us read about the importance of water. Why water is so important for living things? All living things need waters. Water play an important role in large number of life processes. About 70% of our body weight is water. Water plays important role in our body in the following ways. It is a good solvent. The nutrients, salts present in our food get dissolved in water so that our body is able to absorb them easily. Then water is also called a universal solvent. Why is water called a universal solvent? Because it dissolves many substances in it. Then water dissolves the waste material of the body which are removed as urine. Then next, water regulates our body temperature by the process of sweating. In summers, water evaporates from the surface of our body by taking away heat and cools our body. Water helps in the germination of seed and growth of plant. You know, for a germination of seed, three things are required: air, water, and warmth. So, without water, no seeds will germinate. Water helps in the preparation of food by plants through the process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, you have read in the previous chapter also of living organism that with the help of carbon dioxide and water, plants make their food in presence of sunlight, and the prepared food is called glucose. CO2 plus H2O is equal to C6H12O6, means water is needed for preparation of food by plants. Then water dissolves the nutrient in the soil so that it can be easily absorbed by the roots of the plant. Water also acts as a medium of transport of minerals and other nutrients from one part of the plant to another. So if you want to keep yourself healthy, you should drink a lot of water. Now we shall discuss about the sources of water. You have seen many sources of water. You have seen rivers, wells, oceans, seas, taps. So let us discuss about the sources of water. Mainly we get water from rain. It is the purest form, rainwater is the purest form of natural water because it is usually free from impurities. But the first shower, while coming down to earth, collects dust particles, germs, and bacteria from the atmosphere, so they contain most of the impurities. Sometimes sulfur dioxide, which is dissolved in air, also mixes with rainwater, and then it falls on the earth as acid rain. This is called as acid rain. Then surface water. What is surface water? Surface water is present on the surface of the earth in the following types. You have seen rivers and lakes on the surface of earth. The water in rivers and lakes comes from rain and melting of snow and mountain. Water flows down the mountain and goes into river. On its way, it dissolves some soluble salts and carries suspended impurities. It contains harmful materials that are discharged into the rivers by factories and also from sewage from our cities. Sometimes river water also contains germs that can cause diseases like jaundice and cholera. These diseases are called waterborne diseases. So, by drinking impure water, we can have diseases, and diseases caused by water are called waterborne diseases. Then, other type of surface water is sea water. Streams and rivers finally flow into the sea. Sea water contains dissolved salt, mainly common salt. Due to the presence of large amount of common salt, sea water is salty in taste and is called saline water. It is unfit for drinking, agriculture use, and for industrial use also. Then the next type of water source is underground water. When the rain falls, you know that the rain water sweeps inside the soil and goes down under the surface of earth. Ultimately, this water is stopped by some hard non-porous rocks and collects there. The water present below the earth's surface is called the groundwater or underground water, and the level of underground water is called as water table. Groundwater is pumped out by digging wells deep enough to reach the water table. Hand pumps or tube wells are also used to pump out groundwater. This groundwater is used for household, agricultural, and industrial purpose. At some places, water comes out from the ground in the form of spring due to high pressure inside. This is called as spring water. Water of spring and well is filtered through different layers in soil, so there are no suspended impurities in it. Now there is a question: how do we get water at home? We get water from our taps, na? Have you ever thought from where does the water in the tap comes from? Water that we get from the taps comes from a lake or a river. Water from natural sources contains many impurities. To make it fit for drinking, these impurities are removed. River or lake water is purified to make it fit for drinking. This purified river or lake water is supplied in our taps through a network of water pipelines. This is all for today's lecture.